ashes burn in the still of the night. It's our turn.
Let me get my better headphones back on. All right. Carlos is taking his time with the resource here. All right, I want to take a brief look at these lists, because the way that I've seen this Boba Red played before is basically it's a Ghost Space deck, and that looks to be what it is. Yep, he's got a couple 1-drop ground units, and that's about it. Matthew's deck is, I mean, it looks pretty much like a Ray Red deck. It's got a lot of stuff for the late game. And Death Star Stormtrooper plus ISB Agent, that's a solid open for Carlos here. And the ISB Agent does have an event to reveal to put a damage on that Restore Dark. And Carlos has the chance to target town here if he takes it. And he does do that. Boom. It actually resets the resource, but nothing to do with it. Great start for Carlos. Yoda, though, that's a pretty strong response. All right, Death Star Stormtrooper going to base. And we're going to see, is this going to be a surprise strike? Yep, surprise strike to take out Yoda. And we'll see if Carlos has a follow-up 2-drop to play here, or maybe another 1. He does not, or at least if he does, he chooses not to use it. So now we're going into round 4 of round 4. And I think I saw Village Protectors in Matthew's hand, which is pretty good into this board. And yep, it's going to hit the board here. That could theoretically take out both of these units. ISB going to stack itself for the shield there. And the Stormtrooper. Oh. That was an attack. Yep, and it's going to happen. Matthew a bit behind on tempo, but he's managing to catch up here. He took out both those ground units with just 1 card of his own. And Carlos does not have a play here. That's rough. Dude, one of these players' names on Melee is Yodakiller. I kind of hope it's Carlos because he just killed that Yoda. All right, Boba flips here on Carlos's side. And Matthew's now going to space here with 2 big units here. Carlos has the 7th Fleet Defender, but it does not match up well into this Conquer Dawn Interceptors. But in the ground arena, Boba is alone and unchallenged. Oh, Daring Raid. That'll hit the Interceptors. That's good. I mean, that makes it so that the 7th Fleet will trade with the Interceptors next round. But now we're at 6 resources. That's the Ray flip turn. Looks like Matthew gonna use the Ray to buff up this A-Wing. And Carlos... he's gonna spend 1 for something. Now he's gonna spend 4, 6 even. For Ruthless Raider, that's a big one. Matthew's going to do 4 to base. And while the Seventh Fleet Defender can't kill the A-Wing, Carlos is definitely in the aggro position here, where he's comfortable just going to face here. Matthew can flip Ray and start to heal some of this damage that's been done to him. But facing down Boba plus Ruthless Raider plus the Seventh Fleet Defender is not good. And oh, no good to be dead. That's going to make this even worse for Matthew here. Matthew still does have his target count up, which can help him deal with something, potentially. All right. Here comes Poe Dameron making an appearance. Carlos contemplating just claiming here, I think. It looks like. And not attacking with that, Seventh Fleet. He reached for it, but then he decided to take another second to think. And he is going to go to base with Seventh Fleet. Which means he is going to allow Matthew to get in something with Poe here. But it's unclear, like, Poe, his ability to do things here is limited. He can clear Boba. He can, you know, knock off the shield on the Seventh Fleet potentially. All right. Moment of truth. All right, Poe goes into Boba. Discards another card. Looks like to defeat Boba. And is he going to do anything else? Looks like no. Seventh Fleet goes 3 to base. And now Matthew's in range of dying to Ruthless Raider, just attacking, and then once it dies, it does too. But if he has something to stop it from attacking this turn, he's still in it. I guess I'll Luke in his hand, and yeah, Luke is going to come down. That's going to debuff that Raider. So now it can attack for 1. It is going to attack for 1. A-Wing can clear it, but you have to clear both 7th Fleet and the Raider here, and I don't know if there's a way to do that. All right, A-Wing is going to hit Raider. And that clears the Raider. But the Raider is going to deal 2 base and 2 to this Poe. Carlos gets initiative. I don't think Matthew has a way to deal with that 7th Fleet. So I think we're going to be going to game 2 here. Yep. We may have a special guest joining us here soon. All right, let me make sure everything is set up right. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, I believe.
I can hear you too, and I think Stream should be able to hear you too. Stream, are you hearing tower number 9? They're not saying anything yet, but I think they are.
I'm here.
I'm seeing the lights go up in OBS. So, Tower, you want to introduce yourself?
Is there a live footage here for me somewhere?
Oh, I can get that set up for you. Yeah.
Yeah. The stream's a little delayed. I was watching it on there, but
there you go.
Nice. Okay. What's up, guys? I'm Tower number 9. I'm jumping on to help commentate this event. Thank you for Rebel Trader for having me.
Yeah. So, okay, I need to update the standings, but we're going into game 2 here. That first game, I think, was pretty convincing for the Boba player. They just aggroed out early, got that Ruthless Raider down, and the No Good to Me Dead on the Ray prevented Matthew from coming back. So we'll see if game 2 is any different. I'm gonna try and send you the list.
What do you think about this? What do you think about this matchup, Rebel Trader?
It's hard to tell. These are 2 decks that haven't seen as much play as some other things. I think in theory the Ray Red deck should be able to win here.
There's a Boba Red 30 HP that seems to be popular recently. Boba Red Tarkentown I think of as being kind of an anti-aggro build in large part. And Ray is not really that aggro, so, we'll see.
Yeah. This deck is running ISB agents for the combo with Tarkentown.
Right, yeah.
And we saw that in game 1. He killed the Arc 170.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean about it being anti-aggro. The Boba Red Tarkentown, if you hit ISB agent plus any event or Daring Raid in your opening hand, you can kill most starting units that someone might play.
Yeah.
There are a few units that get around it though. So if you have the most notable one is anything that comes in with a shield is not going to be defeated by that combo.
Yeah.
But conceivably, you could also see something like, if Rey leads with R2 and Boba brings out the ISB agent, Rey can use her ability to put an experience on it and get it out of range of Tarkin Town.
Yeah.
We'll have to see whether that actually ends up being a possible play, though. It's kind of interesting. I think if you're going for that kill their starting play, you can do it more reliably in Cad Bane because Cad just needs to have any underworld unit.
Yeah.
Which is a lot easier to get than specifically Daring Raid or specifically ISB plus an event.
Yep.
That said, Boba's leader card is, I think, typically considered better than Cad's leader card. So, you do get you may lose some reliability on your combo, but you do get to play Boba as your leader, which turns out is pretty good.
Yeah.
He's a weird situation here. We got a Merc gunship, and it is taken out by an open fire.
Is that Wolf?
I think that is a copy of Wolf. Now, that might not be as crazy as it seems, because Wolf is usually not a main deck card, but I don't know. Against Rey has quite a lot of healing. Maybe Wolf is desirable in that context.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised it made the sideboard even. In this meta, there's not a ton of healing.
I'm still a Wolf sideboard fan. I know a lot of people have dropped that, but I think there's also, depending on what your other units are, sometimes I've actually even main decked Wolf just as a situation where it's like, do I want Wolf or do I want Viper Probe Droid or whatever? Sometimes I might actually prefer to have Wolf. Saboteur is nice too.
Yeah. Ooh, triple Dark Raid. That's, I think, one of the main reasons.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see what he's got. Kanan on the other side of the board. What do you think of Kanan, Rebel Trader?
I think he's good. Sometimes it feels bad to play like a unit for 4 if it's not doing anything immediately, but I mean, he's really strong. He enables, Force Throw, and just being able to heal the way he does is big. His stats are also great.
I think 4 is like
power the dark side, but yeah.
Yeah, I think 4 is like the point where like not having immediate board impact starts to be kind of a problem or starts to be something annoying.
Yeah.
But it's like on the edge, and I think units like Kanan can definitely get a good amount of value. You just hope that he doesn't get taken out by some 1-for-1 removal thing.
Yeah. And in this matchup, Carlos doesn't really have anything that does that. The only thing he would do would be like attack it on Target Town. But you're fine with that trade.
Yeah, that seems fine. Now, because of these large life counters, I can't quite tell. I'm assuming at this time that neither player has used Tarkin Town.
No, they have like tokens that are visible that you can clearly see. So triple Dark Raid there brought out the Fire Spray, and now it's back in Carlos's hand.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Just so triple Dark Raid for Fire Spray is in a sense actually inefficient because the Fire Spray would have already come into play ready, so it's sort of wasted compared to like bringing in a Ruthless Raider or something. But at the same time, having Fett's Fire Spray in hand is not exactly a situation that you're really going to be complaining about as a Boba player, I think.
And Kanan hit the mercenary gunship off the top here, so I don't think he's going to get any heals.
But yeah, that's actually really funny. There is that risk of blanking out on Kanan's heal. In the past, I thought of it as being, a basically restore 1 or 2. But with the advent of more generic cards that people are actually playing, there is that chance to miss.
Yeah. All right, Village Protectors.
Carlos fires off Tarkin Town and clears out Kanan after Kanan kills Wolf. And then we see the good old village people hitting the field.
Fangfighter.
Disabling Fangfighter.
I was going to say that the village people line up really well into the Boba flip turn, but Fangfighter makes that less, so...
I am a Disabling Fangfighter fan. I even main deck that in some of my decks. I think upgrade removal is pretty strong in the current environment. And the funny thing is, this isn't even one of the decks that you most want upgrade removal for.
Yeah. Ooh, and
Boba takes out the now
TDR.
shieldless village people. Triple Dark Raid. Let's see what he gets. What are you looking for if you're Carlos here, Rebel Trader?
Probably Fire Spray or Ruthless Raider, and there's the Ruthless Raider.
Ooh, and he gets it. Carlos is putting the pressure on here, but Matthew's about to get the chance to flip Rey, and Rey can potentially be a big issue if not dealt with her Restore 3.
Yep. Yeah, the Raider goes back to hand. I think they thought he was defeated for a second, but...
Yeah, I think he was just setting it aside. Is that the only card in his hand, or...?
I don't think so. I think he's just stacking them. We know, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. It was just like...
earlier.
Yeah, it was just off the board or something.
All right.
14 damage on Matthew's base, only 11 HP left, and we know there's a Fett's Fire Spray and a Ruthless Raider in hand. Don't think that's where Matthew wants to be.
Yep. So is that a Force Lightning in Matthew's hand? It might just be Force Throw, but I look kind of like Force Lightning.
Ooh, a Force Lightning would be really spicy here. Force Lightning's interesting because I do think it's a good card, but it doesn't see very much play in the current environment. I think there just hasn't really been a deck that has the right structure for it yet.
Yeah.
What you really want is some Force units for villainy that you can play earlier in the game.
Yep. Looking at Matthew's list, he doesn't have Force Lightning in there, so I think I just saw it wrong.
Well, that probably makes sense. Let's be real.
Yep.
Rey hits the field. Carlos just going straight for the face. 7 HP left for Matthew.
That could mean that he doesn't have No Good to Me Dead, which means this Rey is going to get some healing off.
Yeah, I think if he had the No Good to Me Dead, he would probably fire it off immediately. Maybe not. Maybe you swing with Boba first in case he gets killed by Force Throw. Not sure.
Maybe.
I see a Luke in Matthew's hand. He could swing Rey into Boba, heal 3, and then kill Boba with Luke. No, Rey's going for the base.
No, because Luke is 7. He's on 6.
Oh, that's right. Good point.
And the Fang Fatter puts that 3 damage right back on Matthew's base.
Yeah, Matthew's in trouble here. Restored Arc, not a bad unit, but it feels a little late here.
Yeah.
Ruthless Raider, 2 to the base. 2 to Ray, maybe? 2 to the Arc? What do you think?
I don't think it really matters. Because at this point, if Matthew has some way to deal with the Raider, then Carlos just claims, and either one of these units is lethal. So I think it's effectively over, unless Matthew has some way to both heal and deal with these units.
Are they lethal? They swing for 4, right? He's got 5 health.
Well, if the Raider dies, I meant.
Oh yeah, that's true. The the when defeated effect there is very real. What's Matthew doing here?
I think that's a force throw that he's about to play. Yep.
Force throw. But you raise a good point. If he kills the Raider, that's actually bad for him in a way.
Yeah.
Looks like he uses the force throw on his opponent. It's a no good to me dead, so he did have one, but he decided he would rather play the Raider, and then the force throw used to kill the Fang Fighter. A surprise strike or even a shoot first ends the game here.
All right, so Boba goes 4 here. So now Matthew has to be able to... He has to defeat this Raider and heal in the same action. Or heal
Does
enough.
he have a Space Sentinel, maybe? He could throw out those interceptors and buy a turn or something?
Maybe, if he does, I mean, that would keep him in. And no, Ray's just going to go to base.
Nope.
And that Raider's exact lethal here.
Yeah, he's off by 1 to save himself. If he had the opportunity to attack with both Ray and the restored Arc, he might live longer, but the Raider can just go to the face.
Yeah.
And there's the fist bump. Carlos with the win.